got head coach Stephen Jonesy looking forward to Saturday's Gallagher PREM visit of Sale Sharks. Jonesy, it's the Northern Derby. We know it's a little distance away, but is there a rivalry between Newcastle and Sale? I guess both clubs want to showcase Northern rugby.
Exactly that. I think it's bragging rights for the North, and obviously from our perspective, we're desperate to put on a good performance for our fans. We're really conscious of our last hit out here against Harlequins, and we had an honest debrief, and we challenged ourselves as a group about maximising our efforts and what we stand for, and we're really looking forward to this game against Sale.
Been a couple of weeks since our last game down at Bath. Obviously, the scoreline might not show it, but was there a few green shoots in there?
Yeah, definitely. The boys fronted in that game. Ill-discipline at the end of the game allowed the score to get away from us, but I think it was a 40-minute period in that game where it was 12-all on the scoreboard, the mid part of the game, but obviously the start and the end let us down.
A Saturday night fixture, a little bit of a different kick-off time. We've got the Champions League final to thank for that. As players, do these things just wash over you, or will that sort of change how you prepare?
Yeah, no, listen, no excuses from our perspective, sorry. The players are used to evening kick-offs, just got to manage their day slightly differently, but ultimately come 8 o'clock here, we've got to be ready to go and ready to perform.
We've had a decent preparation a couple of weeks leading into the game. We've even seen a bit of sunshine in Newcastle. Has that affected what you've been able to do as coaches?
No, it hasn't affected us. It's put a lot of smiles on faces, and I know Simon, our Argentinian player, has been over the moon with this weather and the amount of vitamin D he's getting.
They even had a sauna after training to cool down, which must have been nice for them. Sale Sharks coming up here on Saturday, then what sort of challenge can we expect from them?
Very physical game. Obviously, we want to bring a huge amount of line speed. George Ford will play behind the pack and try and orchestrate play. Very good kicking game. He'll try and influence the game with the ball in hand as well. So it's going to be a big task for us defensively, but we've got to make sure we're ready for that and take his time and space away. But both sides of the ball, we've got to win collisions, and we've got to make sure that we give everything. We can't hold anything back. We're desperate to prove to our fans and to ourselves how good we can be. We've shown it in patches this year, but ultimately we need to do that for 80 minutes, and that's what we're looking forward to.
One thing that went out last week was the list of players that are leaving the club in the summer. Obviously a bigger turnover than we'd usually expect. As coaches and players who have known about that for a little while, how have you found that whole scenario in terms of dealing with that?
Well, obviously you never want to see players leave a club, but what I would say is to the group that are leaving, they've been incredible in how they conducted themselves, their professionalism, their attitude to help prepare the team and for the team to be successful, and the pride they've had in their individual performances. So that group has been a pleasure to work with, and to the people leaving, we wish them all the very best.
It's the last home game of the season as well. I guess how big an opportunity is it for you as coaches and the players to say thank you to the fans who've stuck with you during a pretty tough season?
We've spoken about it this week. We spoke about it in our meeting, how grateful we are to our fans, how loyal they've been, how they fronted up every week for us, and it's a huge factor for us in our performance. We're desperate to make our fans proud. We're desperate to put a performance in where they can really get behind and get excited about. So we're clear as a coaching group and as a playing group that this is a big game for us, and we're looking forward to giving our fans something to shout about.
Brilliant. Well, thanks very much for your time as always, Jonesy, and good luck for the weekend.
Thank you very much.